Sorry about the delay of all of the other prediction videos for Robot Madness. I've just got a lot of stuff to do. But anyway, let's go through the southwest region of Robot Madness. The round of 32 is out now because I know because I saw on the Chaotic Robotics channel. I was just trying to find another video. I was trying to find the fusion video. But turns out I was right with two of my predictions. And that was for that was in the last video that I predicted them. So it wasn't really gonna change my mind at all. Anyway, let's go through this. I think some of the predictions are a bit bold in this. There are a few things that there are a few of them that I'm not completely sure on. But we'll just see. We'll see what's gonna happen. Right, so the first fight, Krusty Krab versus Yugo Yuta. I mean, it doesn't really look like Yugo Yuta can do much, because Krusty Krab has a fork set up, and if they manage to get the forks underneath, Yugo Yuta's dead. Because, they're toast, I mean. Because Krusty Krab's going to get underneath, they're going to suplex them multiple times, and they're going to win. Complete Control versus Buzzkill. I feel like Buzzkill, well, both of them can win. But I feel like Buzzkill is going to manage to rip off the top claw. And I feel like they'll tear off a bit of armor, not much though. I feel like Buzzkill will just do more damage, and unless Complete Control can manage to push Buzzkill into the pit, I see Buzzkill winning this fight. Topbot versus Sad Octopus. We haven't really seen much with either. Last series, Topbot did quite bad. They managed to get into the redemption bracket, but they shouldn't have been in. We all know that. I have remade the bracket, and immediately after I changed it. But anyway, Sad Octopus, I swear they didn't do well in the Norwalk Havoc bracket, but I feel like they beat Topbot. The only thing I'm worried about is if Sad Octopus manages to rip off the forks, or if Sad Octopus doesn't have another configuration. I'm kind of worried for them. Steve versus Tornado. Steve is a flipper. Tornado is terrible, like we saw last series. So I think Steve's just going to get underneath and flip them over multiple times and possibly going to knock them out. Probably not. Probably going to push them into the pit if they even get a knockout. I can't remember now if I did the if I did the if I did the entirety of the round of 32 in this. No, the entirety of the round of 16 in this, or if I did or if I just moved on. I think I did the entirety of the round of 16. Blindside versus Original Sin. This is what I mean by I've got a few bold predictions in this. Well, Blindside we already know is really powerful, but Original Sin is a wedge. The thing is, in this quadrant, the other two robots are Ramplan and Jab. Both have massive wedges on the front. So even if Blindside beats Original Sin, They're going to have to face either Ramplan or Jab, who are wedges. That is not good. But anyway, Blindside versus Original Sin. I don't even think Blindside is going to get past the first robot because I think Original Sin. I think Original Sin is made from the Hypershock. Just it looks like the Hypershock. I can't really tell. I think Blindside is just going to get toppled over. Maybe same thing that happened in. I can't remember what fight it was. There was a fight where they got flipped upside down. I can't remember which fight it was. It might have been Cyclone, I think. I'll just check him because I've got a picture of it on my phone. That's what I did in the last video. I just had the phone right down here. I was just looking at it because I've got my predictions on there. I think Original Sin is going to be fast enough and is going to manage to get Blindside on the head. So Original Sin's my guess. Ramplan versus Jab. Well, Ramplan has been quite impressive last series. They didn't manage to go through there. Jab has. Well, Jab's basically just Lolo Man. Lolo Man was terrible. They went 3-1 though, and I'm confused at that. Yeah, Ramplan's gonna win because they're gonna get underneath. They managed to use that. They're gonna manage to use the fork, get underneath and lift them up. Reaper versus Captain Shredderator, or just Shredderator as it is here. Reaper went 0-3 last series, or Robot Chaos Series 7. They went 0-3. Captain Shredderator is a rookie. Well, they weren't in last series, or Robot Chaos. They weren't in Robot Chaos. But I do think that they'll be able to maybe win their first fights against Reaper. It's close, but I feel like they might be able to do a little bit of damage, get the damage points a little bit up, and aggression as well. Probably not control because Reaper has a wedge, but I feel like they'd be able to win. I don't think it would be a knockout. I think it would be judge's decision, unless Shredder decides not to work. Did I say Shredder? I mean Shredderator. Unless Shredderator decides not to work. If Shredderator works, then I feel like they'd win. Seizure versus Electric Boogaloo. Seizure. Are they a different? They've got a different spinner, I think. Can't remember, but I think they got a different spinner, so they can use the spinner more effectively. Maybe destroy the wheels of Electric Boogaloo. They're big. They look like paper. They're probably not paper though. I feel like Seizure would be able to rip the wheels, unless Electric Boogaloo turns into a vertical spinner again. They might manage to even flip Seizure over. So I'm just getting second thoughts here. I do think that Seizure's going to win. They look like they have had a remodel. Um, Krusty Grab versus Buzzkill. Well, Krusty Grab. They do look like they can. They do look like. Well, they do have wedges. We know that. So it's what they used against. I don't even remember who it was. I feel like Krusty Grab will manage to use the wedgelets to bounce Buzzkill off, and then once they're bounced off and the weapon's slowed down, once they've hit the wedgelets, Krusty Grab can get underneath and lift, flip them over, get them onto their head where they can't move, and Krusty Grab wins. Sad Octopus versus Steve. I feel Sad Octopus is just gonna use the forks, get under Steve, and get a few hits. They won't. I don't think they'll manage to get many. Just depends on if Steve manages to get round to the side and flip them over. If that. Oh, I just glitched a bit. If that happens, then Steve wins. But I don't think Sad Octopus is going to let that opening. So I feel like they're just going to manage to get round Steve and hit them. Original Sin versus Ramplan. Ramplan, like I've said already, is impressive. Will Original Sin have lower ground clearance? I feel like they might. But Ramplan, I don't think he's going to be the bot to, like, let them get round. So they'll probably just get round to them. Maybe like what Endgame did to Whiplash. And then just manage to flip them over and get some aggression and control points in. And I feel like Ramplan could beat Original Sin. I'm just realizing these fights might not happen because of Blindside. But even if Blindside makes it through, Ramplan's still going to win. Shredderator versus Seizure. Both bots who... Well, in real life, Shredderator's bad. In Robot Chaos, Season 7, Seizure was bad. Both these bots have a version which is bad. But who do I think is going to win? I feel like Seizure might do the same thing that Cyclone did against Silver Star. Maybe even rip the batteries out, but they don't have batteries, this Shredderator. They have like actual motors. They're actually built like an anti-weight or whatever. Yeah, they're actually built like an anti-weight. I feel like Seizure's just going to manage to get the hits and maybe destroy them. Krusty Grab versus Sad Octopus. Krusty Grab has a fork set up, Sad Octopus has forks. Depends on whose forks are better. Krusty Grab does have like 4 forks, while Sad Octopus has 2. Krusty Grab's going to manage to get round and lift them up and suplex them. Ramplan versus Seizure. Seizure is a horizontal spinner. Ramplan has a massive wedge. What do you think's going to happen? Ramplan's just going to bounce Seizure. We're just going to bounce the wedge. Krusty Grab versus Ramplan. The final of the Southwest region. Krusty Grab, I've already stated, has forks. They can get underneath and lift them up. Do the same thing that I think they're going to do to Yugo Eater. Like, lift them up and just... They're going to manage to get a lot of hits, a lot of aggression in. Ramplan, if they get an opening, Ramplan might control, but I don't think they will do much. I feel like Krusty Grab's going to win this. I think Krusty Grab's going to win the Southwest region. Predicted the entire Southwest region. Predicted the Northwest region. So you might be wondering, when am I going to do the final 4? I'm going to do that in the last one, the Southeast region. There's a lot of bold predictions coming up. I'll just say that. A lot of bold predictions, especially in the Southeast region. Northeast, let's look at the predictions in that. I'm not going to spoil any of it yet. There are a few Um, a few bold predictions in this. There's not many in that one. Right, so I'm just gonna end the video here now. I don't want to be cringe, guys. Am I cringe? Tell me, please.